Hello and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. My name is Sensei and we are here for the opening bell. So I apologize that we missed the morning forecast the first time we ever have. We had some major technical issues. Well, I had some major technical issues in the studio. Internet cable completely dysfunctional. So I had to sort all of that out. But we are here now live for you guys. So thank you everyone for being so patient. We do have a major story today that unfolded yesterday. Tesla having a massive correction yesterday and trying to gain back. Yesterday's stock price dropped 14% on Tesla. Let's make sure we are running smoothly. I know we might have some internet issues. No, we are live. So thank you everyone for your patience. Hopefully that never happens again, but sometimes you can't control these things. Market opens in 35 minutes. We will be doing the opening bell as well for you guys. So there we go, a bit of compensation there. We will be doing. We've not managed to do the morning forecast show, but we're here for the opening bell. So thank you everyone. Let's go through some of the main headlines. Let's go through some of your chart requests. Members, if you have any charts you want us to look at after we go through the main stories coming up to the opening bell, we can look at that for you as well. Sensei gun ran out of battery, had to get some more. I don't know. Oh, you mean the money gun? I love it. Okay, so yeah, Tesla has really sold off yesterday. I mean, no surprise after what occurred on the political side of things. The battle on X that we all saw unfold yesterday. It did present some opportunity. It didn't quite come down to my target of $265. We got close enough, I would say, $273. Remember, times like this, if you are a long-term holder, again, nothing I say is financial advice. It's my thoughts and opinions only. Times like this does present opportunity on a company like Tesla. Not too long ago, we were hitting all-time highs. At $488, and we went as low as $274. So, am I a buyer of Tesla? If I'm a long-term buyer of Tesla, of course, I would buy Tesla at these levels. It did have its accumulation. That's when we started saying it's going to reverse the upside. It has put in the same high as before. So, what we do want to see in the medium term to change that trend is get back above $368. But this is certainly probably forming a higher low from these levels down here, so it is showing that the trend of this downside could be ending and it's another higher low, so it does present opportunity. If we go over to the 5 minute time frame, you can see what's going on in the pre-market. It did come back up, and it is selling off into the open. Remember, it doesn't matter because we want to it is going to be volatile over the next few days. If you're buying Tesla, you don't want to be really worried about the next few days. You want to be looking ahead. And I think this is a buying opportunity for Tesla. We do look at it in this morning's issue of the newsletter. So if we go through some of the top stories today, again, sorry this was late as well. I couldn't upload it. I just didn't have access to the the internet, which is something you kind of need. Um, the one big thing, Tesla stock nosedived 14.3% on Thursday, erasing 150 billion in market value, the largest single day loss by dollar value. I'm just getting a message from Martyn. I've noticed that. Okay, I'll respond to that later. So Tesla stock nosedived 14.3% on Thursday, erasing 150 billion in market value, the largest single day loss by dollar value in the company's history. The plunge followed a public feud between Elon Musk and Donald Trump, raising fears of regulatory blowback, weakening political support. Short sellers profited handsomely. $4 billion made by the short sellers. Remember, this is something we've been talking about. The previous issues of the newsletter, the previous morning forecast we've been doing over the last few days, we've been saying, be prepared for this uncertainty, be prepared for this big, beautiful bill to get some backlash. We even started reporting on the Elon Musk going a bit rogue and telling us his feelings literally yesterday or the day before, and we said this could start spiraling, and it has. I'm actually going to go over to Bloomberg. We did miss this morning, but I'll play it back for you guys.
97%. That two-year yield definitely getting a lift.
And what I'm playing back for you guys here is the data that was released this morning. If we go to when it broke and we can get there, let's get their reaction to the data breaking.
Well, I feel like Kevin Bacon in Animal House. Everything's fine, nothing to see here. 139,000 jobs created. The expectation for was 126. We do see a revision down to the numbers for April to 147,000 from 177,000. So the weakening trend continues, but we're not falling off a cliff, as ADP might have suggested. 4.2% for your unemployment rate out to one digit. We'll check on the three-digit numbers. Change in private payrolls, 140,000. That is 20,000 more than what was expected. The net revision over 2 months down by 95,000. Labor force participation rate is a little bit lower, 62.4%, and the U6 7.8%. Average hourly earnings strong, up 0.4, which pushes the year-over-year rate up to 3.9% from 3.8%. So stronger, maybe a little inflationary numbers on that side. No change in weekly hours, 34.3. I'll look into the rest of the numbers, Lisa, and get back with you in just a second.
What you can see is not really a whole lot of drama, but you do see in the bond market a lift across the board.
There we go. That was the news from this morning. We do actually have Martyn's reaction in the comments as well. We've got Martyn's. Oh, we've got it twice. One up. Oh yeah, it's pinned. So yesterday was a gift. Jobs came in as expected. The spat between Trump and Elon, the China news. This is why I bought 30 shares of VU. 26 trades, 26 wins, says Martyn. So he must be up on that last trade as well. A perfect example of macro conditions. So Martyn is happy with how everything is going. We've got the good macro conditions. If we have a look at the S&P 500, I'm pretty sure it's going up. US 500. Yeah, we've got it going up. Breaking this 6,000 level will be key for the S&P 500. It's literally on the brink of it. It's tested it a few times. And that could be going on to that 10% rally this year, that Martyn and since Martyn said it, actually, I've seen other analysts. It was in our newsletter a few days ago. I think it was Deutsche Bank who's raised its targets to about 6,600, which is about a 10% year on the S&P 500. Martyn also says, "I would not want to own SpaceX." I have a feeling this is not the end between Elon and Trump. Well, the thing is, we don't know if it's the end. We don't know if it's the beginning. We don't know if it's the end. We don't know if it's going to get worse, if it's going to get better. Normally, things like this, the volatility's occurred, done. The news later doesn't really make a difference. However, you just need to be prepared for it to get worse. You need to be prepared for it to get better. Let's go back to some of our top headlines today. If you have just tuned in, please do hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't done so already. I won't read all the newsletter for you guys. You've got a good idea of what's going on. The crypto markets are up about 3%, outperforming the stock market once again. Gold up slightly. Let's have a quick look at silver. Silver's been the top story for the last week that we've been covering. And hopefully it's up again today. It's up another 1.3% today. And this is 13-year highs on silver. So we are eyeing up $37 an ounce as well. They all watch the show. The analysts watch the Deutsche Bank analysts watch the show, says Martyn. That's where they get their news from. When Martyn says a 10% year, they then copy him, which is actually what's happened. They did. Martyn said the 10% year first, and then we covered it in the newsletter a couple of days ago and on the show, what these analysts are now saying. So the 5 things you need to know today. Circle, who got in? I think it was Eddie Puckett who got in at $31. Congratulations to you. I saw you on the premium Discord. If you do want to be a part of the premium Discord where we share thoughts, you have access to all the training videos now. If you want to learn how I know everything about charts, I explain it to you from beginning to end. And it will be ongoing forever, every single week. That is the link for Discord. Eddie was sharing his buys of Circle yesterday at $31. So congratulations to him. So Circle, the stablecoin issuer, the one that Ripple was rumored to be putting a bid in, that turned out to be fake news. We covered that yesterday. It debuted yesterday. It IPO'd, a massive moment for the crypto industry. Circle IPOing. So yeah, it IPO'd. It opened basically at $69. IPO'd at $31, which we were supposed to IPO at $28, but they raised it before to $31. It actually opened on the stock market at $69, and it peaked at $103. The company raised 1.1 billion, and it hit a valuation of $19 billion. So incredible performance from Circle. The difference here between Ripple and Circle is, well, Ripple doesn't really need to IPO. Circle kind of needed the money. So I think when Ripple IPOs, it will be a bit more explosive than this, but this is incredible. This is not what anyone really thought. How well the Circle IPO will go. Not only that, it marks these crypto. It's a moment to remember for the crypto industry. A massive crypto company going public and valued at over 19 billion. Tesla, we'll get onto that. The US jobs report, we've just seen that to be good news for the market. Silver breaks out to 13-year high as well. So silver jumped to $36 an ounce on Thursday, the highest level since February 2012. A weaker US dollar and rising inflation concerns are driving demand for the metal as a defensive asset. If you go back to our previous issues, you'll be able to see my full analysis on silver. We've got Congress debating crypto as well. So the deeper dive, the story of the century, Trump versus Elon. What a drama! What a film we're watching unfold. It's funny in one aspect, but completely not funny in a different aspect. I mean, I don't know what to call it. I don't know how the proper MAGA supporters are going to be reacting to this. I've always been pretty neutral. I've always said Elon's a rogue character. Um, he has been for the last 5 years, in my opinion. And I don't know if it was the best move getting Elon involved with the administration, but that's my thoughts anyway. We'll get onto the facts in a second. VIX showing signs of incoming rally combined with everything else. Oh, VIX, if that goes up, that could be a major concern for the markets. Let's have a look. It is trending down for now. It does seem to react at that $15 level. Let's go. Maybe this hasn't opened yet. Let's have a look. Let's go to our indicators. Let's go to VIX. Yeah, it's down 4%, down 6% today. Yeah, if it does start reacting, we can see the next level. If there is going to be another massive correction, at VIX will give us an insight. Coming back down to levels of 15, we might see a massive jump in VIX. If it's showing signs of incoming rally, which it is coming back down to support, we might have a 20-30% correction on the S&P 500. So always be prepared for all scenarios. If VIX starts going up, you know the uncertainty is there and the volatility is there, and opportunity will present itself. Thanks for keeping us updated on that, Martyn. So the biggest story. The fallout begins. How it all begun. We actually covered the beginning. The once strong alliance between Elon Musk and President Donald Trump unraveled spectacularly this week, culminating in the public feud that wiped over 150 billion from Tesla's market cap in a single day. The conflict ignited when Musk publicly denounced Trump's signature tax and spending legislation, the One Big Beautiful Bill, labeling it a disgusting abomination and criticizing its elimination of electric vehicle tax credits and an incentive crucial to Tesla's business, although he has said that's not really his main reasons for the concerns. It's more about how much spending there's going to be. So the war of words. Let's just go through some of the tweets that unfolded yesterday. It started with this massive, outrageous pork-filled congressional spending bill is a disgusting abomination. Shame on those who voted for it. You know you did wrong. We covered that. We said this could start escalating. Then we've got stuff like this occurring. So it's a user, a Doge designer, tweeted, Trump, this is what Trump said. I'm very disappointed with Elon. I've helped him a lot. He knew the inner workings of the bill better than anyone sitting here. He had no problem with it. All of a sudden, he had a problem with it, and he only developed the problem when he found out we're going to cut EV mandates. And then Elon Musk replied, false. This bill was never shown to me once, and it was passed in the dead of the night so fast that no one in Congress could even read it. Then it started escalating. The feud escalated as Musk suggested that Trump should be impeached and replaced by Vice President J.D. Vance. He also accused Trump of appearing in files related to Jeffrey Epstein, claiming that the release of those files has been halted due to Trump's involvement. You can see it here. So someone's tweeted President versus Elon, who wins? My money's on Elon. Trump should be impeached and JD Vance should replace him, and he replied yes. So there we go. And Trump and Elon has tweeted here, time to drop the really big bomb. Real Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. That is the real reason they have not been made public. Have a nice day, Donald J. Trump. Mark this post for the future. The truth will come out. So here we go. He's also looking to start his own political party as well, something in the centre. That's what I just read before. After sending this newsletter out. In light of President Trump's statement about cancellation of my government contract, SpaceX will begin decommissioning its Dragon spacecraft immediately. This is a terrible blow to the US space program. So, because Donald Trump tweeted, the easiest way to save money in our budget, billions and billions of dollars, is to terminate Elon's governmental subsidies and contracts. I was always surprised that Biden didn't do it. Elon sort of went back and did something bigger that will affect Donald Trump. So it is just escalating, but we are hearing talks of de-escalation today. So we'll see what that is all about in a second. Again, Elon Musk has said such an obvious lie, so sad. Because of this tweet, Elon was wearing thin. I had asked him to leave. I took away his eBay mandate that forced everyone to buy electric cars that nobody else wanted, that he knew for months I was going to do, and he just went crazy. Here we go. I think this is the last one. I fully agree with Elon. I simply hope that this doesn't create long-term damage between Elon and Trump. And Elon Musk has retweeted this. So it looks like you can see here Donald Trump tweeting in 2013, 2012. I cannot believe Republicans are extending the debt ceiling. I am a Republican and I'm embarrassed. And that's what Trump's doing today. Something we were reporting on a couple of days ago. Again, we've got this one here. No member of Congress should be eligible for re-election if our country's budget is not balanced. Deficits not allowed. And then Elon Musk is replying, I couldn't agree more. But that was a Trump tweet from 2012 showing inconsistencies. So what's the market impact on all of this? So the market impact, the public spat has immediate financial repercussions. The Tesla stock plummeted 14.3% on Thursday, erasing over 150 billion in market value, the single largest day loss in the company's history. Musk's personal network took a $34 billion hit, marking one of its worst ever single day's losses. There might be some reconciliation. Amid the turmoil, White House aides scheduled a call between Trump and Musk in efforts to ease tensions. Musk hinted at reconciliation, responding to a suggestion on X that making peace with Trump would benefit the country by saying you're not wrong. The Musk-Trump feud underscores the volatility that can arise when business leaders and political figures clash publicly. For investors and stakeholders, this episode serves as a stark reminder of how personal disputes at the highest levels can have far-reaching economic consequences. So this is affecting everyone now. It's not professional at all. I don't like it. I'm sure most people don't like it. Does it present opportunities? It surely does present opportunities. We've seen opportunities arise in Tesla. Is it going to escalate? Is it going to de-escalate? Well, I really don't understand why we're having these de-escalation talks between Trump and Elon. We should be having these talks. The time should be focused on other countries and tariffs rather than this. So it's a shame to see, but that's what happens when you bring in a highly volatile, loose cannon into the high up administration. People saying back in a few weeks ago that is the co-president, and now this has happened. So who knows? We just look at the markets, we see opportunity, we buy opportunity, we have a long-term plan and we stick with it. Again, it's just noise that will get sorted, or it will get worse. If it gets sorted, we can benefit from the price action in the stock market. If it gets worse, we might have some more opportunities present itself. It's a shame to see. No one likes to really see this happen. I guess some people are excited to see this happen if you don't like the government, but There it is. It's happening. We have to cover it. We have to have our thoughts. Again, a sense is inside. When Elon Musk picks a fight, markets pay attention, but this one was different. A highly volatile feud between Donald Trump didn't just shake X timelines, it vaporized 150 billion in Tesla's market cap and rattled investors across sectors. This wasn't a policy, it was power, ego, and a live demonstration of how political risk can blindside even the most innovative companies. Musk may rebound, as he often does, but this week is this week reminded the market when you become the story, your stock becomes the casualty. Again, Elon Musk, bad for Trump, bad for Elon Musk. He's bringing down his own stock price once again, hurting his own investors. It's all going on. There's a little poll for you if you read the newsletter. So top gainers, we've got Circle up 14% in the pre-market, riding momentum from its explosive 168% IPO debut. Circle stock is gaining continued investor interest. I wouldn't be buying at these valuations, but what do I know? I mean, I just don't like buying on pumps. And it's at $20 billion valuation, the higher end of what I thought it could go to. So it's going to be volatile. IPOs always are volatile. Nothing wrong with taking profits. Silver's up again, 13 years highs. SBCE is coming back. Let's have a look at SBC up pre-market today. Up now 10%. Here we go. SBC is up 10% now in the pre-market. Let's see what it's doing on the 15-minute time frame. Again, I hope I'm not having issues with my internet again. Let's leave that, restream that. Let's go to SBCE. 15-minute time frame. Yeah, SBC has been right at the bell yesterday. It popped up a lot. Yeah, I mean, can short squeeze happen? Well, short squeeze can happen at any point. I wouldn't like to call this a short squeeze at this moment in time. I'd like to get back above $3.50 because between $3.50 and $4.40 or $4.50 is not much. So this can start moving back towards the upside. I wouldn't be betting my house and I wouldn't be putting more than I can afford to lose on it. But SBC is gearing up once again, up 10% pre-market. That is how it all started last time. It was up 14% on the day, had a red day, and then it popped up all the way up. So is there a trade? Well, if you at this point, not really. I wouldn't really be too interested in it unless I'm holding for the long term, or if I like the fundamentals, or if I've got a bit more information. But maybe buying at $3 if it comes back down there. That's where I said I'll reaccumulate. Remember, I gave you exactly what I sold last time: $4.47 and $5.88. I said that live on the show. But right now we might be gearing up again. I do still have some shares. Maybe if we go to 450 again, I'll consider selling some more. Again, not financial advice. Would I be buying at this point? If I don't have any shares and I want to be exposed to it, maybe. But at this point, with my own situation, I don't see a need to accumulate any more SBCE. We've got a few losers. DocuSign might be presenting opportunity. Docu, it was down on earnings 20% this morning. Let's have a look at the chart of DocuSign, a massive company, 18 billion actually. It's basically worth the same as Circle now. It did go as high as $317 in 2021. It is presenting some opportunity, DocuSign, to be honest. You might want to look at the fundamentals of this company, see if it's for you. But around the $65 mark, which we're getting close to now, will present some opportunity on DocuSign. So keep an eye out for that. In the newsletter, you get these top losers, you get some of the reasonings behind it, so you can go and do some extra research and see what's going on, and you might find some opportunity. For example, Lululemon America is down as well, 20%. On earnings, coming back down to the lower side of this range again, possibly some certain possibilities for entering a position at these levels as well, maybe a bit lower, $230. This is a $41 billion company as well. And we also had Vera Therapeutics, VERA. I think we might have looked at this before. No, maybe not. Yeah, this one is down, closing the gap again. potential opportunity on this stock as well, down 30% this morning. We saw the economic data release already. We've got some earnings to watch, and I've got the chart of the day in the newsletter. So if you do like the newsletter, if you don't know what it is, I'm going to give you the link so you can sign up for it. There's a free plan, annual plan, monthly plan. If you want access to everything at the cheapest price, that will be on the annual plan. There is the link for the newsletter. Did we have anything else from Bloomberg?
Board, Michael McKee, stay close.
At yield soaring as well, not pictured here on the heels of that economic data, but the small caps also just ripping despite those higher yields. We are back now with BlackRock Chief Investment Officer of Global Fixed Income, Rick Reeder. Now, here's the thing. With Elon Musk's rift with the president, those Doge cuts that everyone was counting on to save all this money in the U.S. government, let alone the direction of the tax bill, how do you feel the prospects of those savings now?
Well, I don't know that that was necessarily instigant to really move the spending. Now, listen, when you look at the bills going through, listen, as a bondholder, you certainly would like to see greater spending cuts. You know, I think we're going down a path of the deficits are too large. What has to happen is we have to outgrow the debt in this country now because we're clearly not making the cuts in spending. Listen, I'm pretty enthusiastic about we are going to grow as an economy. And I actually think as you get in the back half of the year, I am sympathetic to the idea of deregulation, easier permitting, et cetera, will create some motivation to growth. And as I said, I think the economy and the spend on AI and data center and energy, power generally is
Nothing too interesting going on there, just some insights from BlackRock. So let me go to the comment section, see who's with us. How many likes do we have on the show? We're about to ring the bell in about 10 minutes time. 265 people watching. Let's refresh this. It must be more than 34 likes. I expect about 150. Let's see if you guys have done it. 72. Let's put on the music. Let's get ready for the day. I'll go through your comments, your suggestions, and we'll get ready for the opening bell and see how everything unfolds. So the rules are, everyone has to hit the like button. Once you hit the like button, you have to come here and hit the like button here as well. We're going to put the music on. It will be a minute of fun, and then we'll get back into the charts and your suggestions. So here we go.
The year is 1991. Birds and people are living together in seemingly perfect harmony, until one day a young man catches fire. This is Phoenix.
Sorry, I just want to address something. Stream is breaking up. I apologize. I did think this might happen today. I am having internet troubles today. I have got a fix in place that should have something so you can, should be fine. I am monitoring it here. There is a fix in place for today's show. It will definitely get better for next week once I get the cable come through in the post. I'm just having a look at the stream, making sure I don't want anyone to have a bad experience. I am watching it. It should be fine. If you do have an issue, do try and refresh it, or you can try go onto a lower you can go into a lower quality stream as well. So I apologize about that. Let's get back into it. Let's hit the like button, and I was just checking. I don't want to leave anyone behind.
The year is 1991. Birds and people are living together in seemingly perfect harmony, until one day a young man catches fire. This is Phoenix.
Like a phoenix, you burst
to Electric Boogaloo.
You see the truth behind the veil.
One more.
And you know that they're just looking for attention. Oh, you don't let the ruthlessness prevail.
Thank you everyone for hitting 100 likes. Let's go into your comments and get back ready for the opening bell in 7 minutes time. Looks like I was about right about oil not going below 50. It feels good to be right. News on ZBEC acquisition on Gates Knox. Yes, we will cover that. We've got a massive ZBCN event tonight, the biggest you will ever see. Martyn's been working a lot on this, so this is going to be a viral event that we are also excited for. So do stay tuned. Later on today, it will be all ZBEC and XRP. So stay with us. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you go onto the music channel because that's where it will all unfold. So XRP chart, please. Jamie, if you want to become a member, we can do a chart request for you. Here is the membership link. Let's have a look. We'll have a look at ZBEC's chart, that's for sure, in just one moment. Everyone was bearish on gold. I went in with my last bucks. Good. Congratulations to you, Holla. We've been bullish on gold, oil here as well. Since that double bottom on the chart. Please hit this like button. XRP to the moon. Let's get this approved. Virgin Galactic, yes, we've been looking at Virgin Galactic as well. The big event tonight, 4 p.m. CDT, XRP, ZBEC, the whales will be watching that all. That's the event of the month, I would say, the event of the year. We're looking forward to it very much. Okay, so Tesla is currently at $296. If we go onto the 15-minute time frame, it looks like it's trying to rise before the bell. It is fighting with that resistance at $297. We do cover that in the newsletter. But yeah, it's that there is some support resistance at that level. It is fighting with it, but it's trying to break out. I do expect to see a green day on Tesla today, as long as there's no big news stories coming out anti-Tesla. So silver as well has just been steadily rising. A beautiful back test of $35 on that back test. Trade is going well towards $37. I would say the silver can run up to before we see the next major level of resistance. 13-year highs on silver. The S&P 500 is about to open, so let's have a look. It is soaring before market open, up 1% this morning. Still hasn't made the highs. It is getting very close though, not far in it. If it goes up another 0.16%, it will be the highest price of the year. No, not of the year, but of since the massive downturn on the price. So we're keeping a close eye on the S&P 500 opening up in 4 minutes time. Nasdaq is also going towards the upside, similar story there. Let's go over to ZBCN because we do have the ZBCN event today, and unfortunately it's below resistance right now, below that 0.0047, but that can all change with today. Yes, Martyn, I'll put that onto. Is it already on? Let me just make sure. We're going to send everyone to that event as soon as the opening bell show is finished. Let me redirect everyone. I've done this before yesterday. I think I just need the link for it. So let me go here. I'm just going to sort out so we can all make sure we're tuning into the biggest ZBCN XRP event. I think it's the biggest ZBCN XRP event ever. So let me get that up. Martyn Lucas music. I'll get the link and then I'll send everyone to that as well. Let's go over to the channel. Oh, beautiful thumbnail is already up. We're getting ready. Everything's getting ready for tonight. I love it. So I'm going to put that link there. We're going to send everyone to that event. Let me save that. Okay, and if you don't have the link for the show just yet, I'll give it to you as well. That's the main event of today. I'm going to put it in the comment section, and also this will take you to it as well. Here it is. Okay. So yeah, ZBCN, unfortunately, it's not looking brilliant in terms of the fact that it's double topped, it's below resistance. But we said this could happen. I literally came on the live and I said the reason I'm selling is because it's gone up 400% in 3 weeks, and it's coming up to resistance. So I sold my initial, but I am still in, and I did still buy some more because I am bullish on the project. But technically speaking, anything can change within the day. But we did close below resistance, and today we are still below resistance, so it just might present some more opportunity. I wouldn't. I keep saying this: don't put in more than you can afford to lose. I keep saying this: don't just wait for a dollar. This is my thoughts. Um, is that you don't have to wait for a dollar. You'll make plenty of. I mean, a 400% move in 4 days, in my opinion, is worthy of taking profit. Again, you've heard Martyn's views on that as well. You can just hold. What's the point of selling a stock like this? Everyone has their own strategy. Yes, it's the pub stream. Yeah, it's Martyn's replying to Holler. Yeah, it's going to be a massive, massive day today for ZBCN. So yeah, this can all change. We'll see what happens during the event on ZBCN's price as well. It's a volatile stock. It can go to all-time highs today if it really wants to, but just keep in the back of your mind that things might be have been turning a little bit bearish, which always does provide opportunity. If it goes back down to 0.0028, that is a level that I'll be very interested in again. So ZBCN slightly bearish on the day over the last couple of days, over the last few days actually, but it is trying to move up again. Look at that in the last in the last half an hour, it's up 5%. So it is flat on the day. So that is not the worst. Let me look at the RSI. Yeah, nothing too bad. The bell is happening in 20 seconds time. So what I'm going to do is get ready for the bell. We're going to look at the S&P in 15 seconds time. I don't think I've got a... Five, four, three, two, one. The bell has gone, and look at that candle. Look where we've opened. We are up. We have gapped to the upside, up up nearly 1% straight away. You can see that gap straight towards the upside. We are coming up to the last levels of resistance, and that we bounced off last time around $6,000 is going to be key for the S&P 500. Break 6,000, then we're off to all-time highs. So let's keep an eye on it. The S&P 500 up 0.93%. Here we go. Let's have a look at all the stocks on our list today. Biggest gainer, SPCE, up 9.58%. Rocket Lab, that's in the report as well. Why is Rocket Lab up? Well, if SpaceX contracts are going down, well, Rocket Lab is there to to be in the space sector as well. It is an alternative in the space sector, and it's been in this upwards trend. So Rocket Lab up 5%. Archer is also up 3.6%. DXDY up 6.27%. Tesla is now up 5% on the new day, getting back above that level of support. And I've told you it's running now. Tesla is now running $297. Was a level I said it's resistance. As soon as you get back above it, it's moving. So Tesla is now moving and wiping away some of those losses from yesterday. Ark Invest up 3.5%, Adobe up 3.2%, Soundhound up 3.7%. Soundhound is definitely presenting some opportunity. Inverse Head and Shoulders, higher lows is looking good. We've got SMCI. Why no bell? Can you not hear it? Can you not hear it? Oh, do you mean why Martyn? Yeah, Martyn is he's been off the show for a few days. He's been back for emergency updates, but he's been spending all his time for this event tonight. No bell because Sensei is trying to keep his costs down. Hollow Quetta. Actually, the bell that's on, if you know the original story of the bell that's on Martyn's show, it was from back in the day when I actually bought the bell on the show. Maybe I need to buy my own bell, but I don't do the opening bell shows. I'm just here so that Martyn can spend his time getting the event sorted. There is so much he has to do in 3 or 4 days. So I'm just here covering the opening bell show. I don't normally do the opening bell show. We are getting ready for our major event tonight. So yeah, EVTOLs, yeah. So Joby's up 2% and Archer's up 2% as well, over 2% both of them. Robinhood is now up again on the day, coming up to all-time highs once more. Yeah, up 2%. iBit is up 2%. Luna's up 1.8%. Apple is now moving up 2%. Google's up. Everything's up. AMC up 2%, Nvidia up 1.5%, Snapchat up 2%, Disney up, everything's up. What's not up? Mobix. That's the only one that's not up. It did present opportunity the other day, coming down to 58 cents. That's actually pretty incredible for Mobix. That is a lovely level. It went straight down to 57 cents and presented opportunity. So let's see if we get any further updates on Mobix. Dollar Tree is also down 1.9%. Alibaba is down 0.8%. Coca-Cola's up as well. So even the defensives are up today. SBC leading the gains with 8.95% move towards the upside. Let's have another look at got silver's up 1.5%. Gold is down slightly. That ratio is coming down, just like we said the other day. Oil is up on the day. Let's go to the crypto market and see what's moving here. We've got XMR up 7%, ADA up 6% today, Dogecoin up 5% today. We've got Gala up 4.6% today. Whereas Bitcoin XRP moving now up 3.4%. Let's see if we can break out of this trend once again. What else? Bitcoin's up 2.5% as well. Coming back from its down day yesterday, nearly hitting $100,000. Remember, that's when we turned bearish at 106,000, and look at the amount saved there. 5.5%. Filecoin is up as well. Let's go back to the main markets, the S&P 500. It'll be great to see some all-time highs occurring any day now. Yep, the S&P 500 is now up 1%. Okay, let's move over to your comments, your requests, and then we will be starting to get ready for the big event tonight. I like to hear the virtual ding ding ding. Yes, that's my bell. I like the virtual ding ding ding. Yes. Can you check WTI crude? WTI. Let's have a look. I have been. Here we go. Yep, it's breaking towards the upside. Remember, we covered this as the double bottom down here, and now we are trying to break out of this range here. It is starting to look like it can start picking up. Breakout of $65. It does look like WTI $66, $70, and then potentially another move up to $78. So it has formed that double bottom, and we are trying to break out. So WTI is definitely looking interesting for an upside move. Again, you might have already missed the bottom, so be careful there. Sorry, I missed the Friday show, music show. We have a baseball game. No worries, Stacey. You can always watch it back. Dollar looking strong. Bottom might be in. Dollar. Let's have a look at the dollar. DXY. Yeah, it does look like potentially a double bottom scenario going on here, around the $98. It's in a long-term, medium-term downtrend, so I wouldn't change my mind on the trend just yet. I would keep an eye that it could start shifting towards the upside of this double bottom, but you need to start getting it back above maybe $100, holding it as support, and then moving up to $103. For now, I'm not confident enough to say the bottom's in, but I would say there is a long-term downtrend and you can't really fight the trend, but there is a potential double bottom going on. Okay, is there any requests? If not, I need to go back and get everything sorted because there's so many issues, unfortunately, here in the studio today. Let's have another look at Tesla. Is that rebounding? I am happy that I managed to make it for the opening bell. I did let everyone know as well in the comments, so always keep an eye on the comments as well. Yeah, Tesla's up 5%. It's still holding that $298 level. The S&P 500 is is up 1.05%. We can see a break of 6,000 on the S&P today, and that will put it very likely for it to make new all-time highs. Thank you everyone for watching today's show. Thank you everyone for watching today's show. I'm so sorry for all the delays on today's show. I tried to do my best. I tried to show you that the stream was there so you guys could communicate and know that there isn't going to be the morning forecast show. So we'll be back with the biggest events you've seen. This is what you need to keep an eye out for. Martyn has been working on this for not for weeks, but for a few days now. It's been in the making for weeks with the ZBCN coverage. So this should be the best show on ZBCN ever. And also XRP, I'm looking forward to a lot. The link is now in the chat. Please make sure you go onto it, put the notice so you can click on it. And I recommend everyone does this now. Click on that show and then be reminded. You might forget. Go and click on it. And once you click on it, you'll go to this page here and just click this bell here. Just notify me. It's a separate channel. But this is going to be a very fun show. So go there, click notifications on. Thank you. I'll catch you later. Thank you, David. I'll give you the link for the premium Discord as well if you want all the training videos that have just been released and you want to talk to me and Martyn 24/7. There it is. If you want the newsletter, please do consider signing up to the newsletter. Thank you for all the support of the people that have already signed up. There is the link for the newsletter. Thank you everyone for tuning in. We'll be back later for the big ZBCN event that will be taking place. So I apologize again for the issues we had this morning. The S&P is now up 1.12%, so it should be a good day in the markets. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. See you everyone in the pub later.